Hey guys, welcome back to Words from Reagan. In this week's episode, we're going to be talking about when you feel like you're stuck in a long waiting season of your life. Waiting to find your person, waiting to find your dream job, waiting to find your place. In life, we have different seasons that either teach us something or grow us as a person. Maybe you're recently facing a breakup and you're in the healing season of your life. Maybe you're stuck between jobs and in a season of figuring out what interests you. Maybe you're stuck on choosing a major for school and are in the season of trying to figure out your purpose. Maybe you're waiting to find your person and in the waiting season of your life. The thing is that you don't know when that season will be over. Right now, you're putting the work into yourself, taking classes to figure out what interests you, going on dates to see who aligns with you. You, quote-unquote, graduate the season of your life once you're healed. Once you look back on that relationship and say, I'm glad it happened because it taught me my worth. Or I'm glad it happened because it taught me what I don't want and what I need from someone, and I found myself from it. You graduate that season of your life once you find someone who amplifies your happiness in your life and reciprocates what you have to offer. You graduate that season of your life once you find a job that brings out the best in you, where you suit the company and you are treated with respect and are rewarded for your accomplishments. But in the meantime, you're okay with waiting and putting in the work. Think of it this way. You're on a highway and you're waiting for your exit. And until then, you're jamming out to music, content with the time being. Now apply that to the season of life that you're currently in. While you're waiting, you're cruising on the highway. While you're on the highway, you're jamming out to music, looking at the scenery, and just enjoying being present. You're content where you're at, not knowing when your exit will be. The highway is the in-betweens of life and the seasons, and change too. Once you find your person, find your dream job, find your place, you exit the highway. You're driving on the highway, getting closer and closer to your exit. Just as in life, days and time passes by and we get closer to our thing, to the thing that makes us graduate that season. I say graduate because in a way you are. Look at school. If you fail out of school, if you don't put in the work to turn in assignments, are you going to graduate school? No. But if you put in the work, you're going to graduate school. Same thing with this season of your life. If you don't put in the work and be wise with your time, you trap yourself in the gray area of life. Whereas if you put in the work and push yourself, you're going somewhere. You have something to show for it. So yes, you ultimately graduate this time of your life. Life tests you, gives you trial and error, failure, and rejection to teach you something. There's a reason you are still in the season of your life. Once you are out of the season, you look back and are forever grateful of the time you had for yourself and what you did in it. So the highway is a long stretch of road for thousands and thousands of miles, just like time going on for days, weeks, and years. You're just cruising along. On the highway, there are many exits to get off. But we all know this. You're on a road trip and you get off at the wrong exit, it sets you back. You have to turn around, get back on the highway, or it reroutes you and you have more time added onto the ETA. You can try and get off the wrong exit, but it sets you back. It takes you longer. And in life, we can try and get off at the wrong exit. We can try and get away with a temporary thing to fill the void. We settle for the wrong job, wrong person, or wrong purpose. So we get off at an exit, but it's not the right exit. So it just sets us back in everything we've done to benefit ourselves so far. Or maybe we don't realize it. Some people do try to fill the void in life of just settling, but sometimes we have to test the waters to see if it's right for us. So we get off of that exit to test the waters, to go to that job interview, to go on a date, but it ultimately isn't suiting us, so we get back on the highway. We go back to that season of life, but you know there are more exits coming. So you have no problem with getting back on the highway or in that season of life. I know this analogy might sound corny, but it's seriously true. The seasons of your life are transitional periods. They're full of opportunity, growth, and potential. And most times, it's the time of your life before you get what you're looking for. It helps you prepare yourself and grow yourself and have some more individual time before you get that person to enjoy your last couple of years of your youth before you have a full-time job ahead of you. And in the time, we mostly don't see this until we get the thing and look back and, regret the time not doing more. But those waiting periods of your life and those seasons are not forever. It might be a couple years, it might be a decade, honestly. Everyone has different timelines. But we're content because on the other side of this time, on the side of those long stretches of highways are exits, and exits are opportunities. It's easier said than done, right? Well, I've been single forever. I always feel like I'm alone or I don't know my place. And I get that. I've been there, where those exits are not in sight. So you just cruise for miles and there's nothing. No one's reaching out to you and you feel like no opportunities are coming your way. But there is always another exit down the line. It might not be visible, but you're okay because you know it's going to come. You know that in a week, in a month, or however long, you're going to get that thing. We don't know when that time comes, and everyone's timelines in life are different. It may take someone a year to find their person, while it may take someone 17 years to find their person. You have to push yourself to a point where you believe that it will happen, that you know it'll happen, that there is an exit for you, where you find your person, where you find your place, where you feel wanted. When you can get to that point in that mindset, you're content in life because you know that there is an exit for you down the line. Not right now, but down the line. If you feel you deserve good people, a good job, a good home, you're willing to wait for your exit. While you're cruising, you learn that your alone time and in-between time of life is so powerful and calming. For me, starting my freshman year of high school to now, I have just been in this long waiting season of my life. I'm single and still trying to find my place. But I'm content with it. And in the beginning, I can assure you I wasn't. It took me about a year and a half to kind of kick myself and be like, stop dwelling on what you don't have. Work on yourself and know that it's going to happen. And now I'm content in life. I'm content being single. I'm content having a life to myself right now. Why? Because I know my exit will come. When, I don't know, but I know it is coming. I fill my time with family and friends, the gym, and helping others find their place. To my point, I have no problem being alone because I know that there is an exit down the road where I won't be by myself. Until then, I refuse to get down on myself. I celebrate this time and see the work that I've put in myself. This is the time you'll never look back on and regret. The only thing you might look back and regret on is not using this time wisely. So look at your life. Maybe look at past seasons of your life, and maybe you didn't know it up until now or even in it, that you were in a season of waiting, that you were in a season of healing. Instead, you just sat there and questioned everything that has led up to this point of your life. Instead of sitting there and questioning, be present and look ahead. Try not to overthink, but know that there is an exit coming. And try and shape your mind into telling yourself that. Every time you think, I'm single, it'll never happen. I can't find a job that suits me where I can be happy and make decent money. I can't find a good friend who gets me from me and meets me halfway. Next time that happens, or if you're in that right now, hit pause. Be content with being alone. And then know that your exit is coming. So during this time, it is yours. You choose what you want to do. Grow, say yes when you usually say no. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Spend a night in for once. This is your time to prepare for what is coming. Don't you want to be ready when you exit the highway? Of course, you'll never be 100% ready, but you can at least work on yourself and prepare yourself for what is coming of it. Look at the seasons of your life. A fun, exciting time before the time of your life. Jam out on the highway, roll the windows down while blasting your favorite song. Your exit is coming. And it's up to you to be okay with waiting. It is all in what you tell yourself and do. During this season of life, enjoy the time that you have present. Don't overthink or push yourself to what you don't have, but what is coming. Keep your head held high. Enjoy this life. Know your exit is coming. Life is a highway. Wait for the right exit and be present. So thank you guys so much for watching. Video podcast next week. I'm going to have a YouTube channel so that way I'll be able to see that, and then I'll also have everything linked in the description. So I will make a post on all my social media platforms, and then obviously the link on Apple Podcasts as well to my video podcast, but it should just be under my YouTube channel, Words from Reagan. But with that, guys, I will see you guys next week, and have a good rest of your week. Bye, guys.